Well, also tonight, disturbing developments in that deadly hyperbaric chamber explosion in Troy, which killed a 5-year-old boy. Now, according to documents, the owner of the facility took pictures of the child while he was on fire.
Awful. And that was followed by some heinous texts. And Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack is joining us live in studio with more on this. And it's just really troubling all the way around, Jessica.
And we both know that this scene was jarring for even the most seasoned first responders who responded back in January when this happened. That new digital evidence, text messages that came out in court from the owner, Tamela Peterson, seemingly mocking that little boy, questioning why he didn't do anything to put out the fire that engulfed him.
Arrests on Monday were a really big first step.
The owner of the Oxford Center, Tamela Peterson, and 3 employees arrested and charged this week. Peterson, now facing murder and manslaughter, gave Troy police a literal run for their money when they moved in for an arrest.
She did run, which was our officers found a little odd.
They caught her a couple doors down, then seized her electronics, computer, and cell phone she allegedly tried to wipe clean after 5-year-old Thomas Cooper died when the hyperbaric chamber he was in caught fire and exploded. In text messages that came out in court, Peterson seemingly mocked the helpless child, sending photos of him burning from security footage, saying, quote, "If my leg was on fire, I would at least try to hit it and put it out. He just laid there and did nothing."
The loss of a child is one of the most horrific things that any family can go through.
That same forensic dump of her cell phone showed another string of messages where Peterson seems to want to cash in on the hyperbaric treatments. Someone asked her about treatments for erectile dysfunction, and she replied, quote, "Whatever gets bodies in those chambers, LOL."
It's important to be very careful in the treatment that you seek, the money that you spend, and do your research.
2 of those employees, Alita Moffitt and Gary Markin, bonded out already. The theory of prosecutors is the crew fudged records on the machines to avoid spending on mandated maintenance, and a lack of ground wires caused the spark that led to the deadly explosion.
Defendants involved should have known that there, was a chance, a reasonable chance that we would see this kind of outcome.
So Tamela Peterson ruled a flight risk in this situation, given a $2 million bond. She ran from police, and also, Taryn, you reported earlier this week she withdrew some currency.
Well, she had some Iraqi currency, a Chinese visa. Her husband is a forensic accountant. There was fears that because this was a cash business, that they were stashing cash everywhere, and that's another reason why. But there's, all of this was just so troubling. Anyway, unimaginable for a parent to deal with this. But yet, now when even more information, you hear about these text messages and how purposeful, allegedly, this all was, it just really, you can't wrap your mind around it.
Yeah, the tone of those text messages. And as of tonight, still in custody on that $2 million bond.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that.
Hey, Jessica, thank you.